Hey, Lauren. How y'all doing, SOARers? Happy December, Lauren.
Happy December, Natasha. It's the last Monday mentoring moments of 2025. Can you believe we've made it through 2025 already?
Listen, this year went by so fast. I am still amazed at all that has happened this year, but excited to be at the end of the year and ready for the new year. How about you?
I am absolutely ready to see what 2026 will bring. I've already had my conversation with God and asked him not to put me on the strong soldiers list this year.
Okay.
So I'm ready for a brand new start. And I know tonight is going to give me the tools that I need to not only end this year with a bang, but be catapulted into 2026.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you all, welcome to our last Monday mentoring moment, our SOARers December edition. Let's tag and share in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Absolutely. Get in here, tag, post, and share. This is the grand finale of Monday Mentoring Moments for 2025, and you do not want to miss it. You don't want your family to miss it, your friends to miss it, your coworkers to miss it. So, in the words of our amazing mentor, make sure that you tag everybody and Lottie Dottie and tell them where the place to be is tonight for Monday Mentoring Moments.
We see Mama Gregor's in the comments. Hey, Mama Gregor.
Oh yeah, Natasha, you got to call everybody out to me because I can't see it tonight. But yeah, call them out. Let's see who's in the room.
Yes, so far I see Mama Gregor's here. Our mentor is in the comments, Dr. Ivy.
Yes, we know she got something good tonight. I cannot wait to hear what she has for us.
Yes, ma'am. Shaniqua is here. Hey, Shaniqua. Tell us what city you all are in or your state. Let's shout you out tonight.
Absolutely. Tag, post, share, drop your city so we can say hello, see where you're representing from.
Yes, I see Miss Jermaine is in the comments. Hello.
Hi, Jermaine.
Yes, and thank you all for tagging and sharing. Coming in from Raleigh, North Carolina. Shanika's coming in.
All right, Shaniqua from Raleigh, Durham.
Yes, she said, hey. Upper Marlboro, Maryland is in the building. Hi, Miss Vanessa.
All right, we got the DMV checking in.
There you go.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have Jennifer from Houston. Hello.
All right, Jennifer from H-Town. You know, H-Town, I feel like if we had a SOAR capital, I feel like H-Town would be the SOAR capital. Because that's
Absolutely.
where we have a huge Houston base. We got to shout out Houston. And of course, our mentor is now based in Houston. So it's only right that Houston is a SOAR capital.
It's only right. Because how many meetups has been there so far? Like 3? I believe you had like
Oh
about
wow,
3 or 4.
we've had a ball in Houston. I mean, we've gone to Lighthouse Church. We've gone to Miss Charlotte had her economic seminar. So there's been some really cool things. We had the Color Purple premiere. Houston has just shown up and shown out every time.
Every time, okay? We can't forget this year we had Miss Ivy's birthday meetup there this year, which was absolutely phenomenal.
Now,
At
how can
the
I forget
table.
that? Because let me tell you something. That birthday meetup, woo, you had to be there. How would you describe it?
There was no dry eye at that table,
It
at least
wasn't.
from where I was sitting. I mean, like every testimony that came, every share just for Miss Ivy was absolutely heart touching, and we all bonded. Like everybody came from different places all over the United States, and we all was there as family, and we left even stronger as a bond. You know, I even met some new SOAR sisters that we stay in contact with. So I'm super excited. It was such a great experience to be in that room, you know?
Yes, it was to be in the atmosphere that whole weekend, from the night at the sessions to the amazing brunch you mentioned. And then the church service just sent it out of the stratosphere. So, okay, if
Absolutely.
this is the last Monday Mentoring Moments, I guess it is only right that we talk about our favorite moment of 2025. Like, what do you think was your favorite Sora moment?
Ooh, my favorite SOAR moment, I would have to say Miss Ivy birthday weekend.
The
I
birthday weekend.
mean, because everybody was there, like everybody that I keep in touch with, except for Dr. D. But all throughout the year, and I love when I go places because I'm such a friendly person and I'm a very welcoming person. I love when I
You
go
are.
places and everybody is happy, everybody is welcoming. There's
Good
no
vibes.
mean girls crew, and so and that's how the Source family is. It's
It's
like
no clicks. It's no
yes,
everybody. When you walk into that room, you are family. You feel like you belong because that is the precedence that our leader, our visionary, our mentor has set. You know what I mean? That everybody is on a level playing field. We're all family and we're just participating. There are no big I's, no little U's. And that's what I absolutely love about it. The
yeah.
SOAR community is nothing like it.
Yeah. Miss Jermaine is saying that's a good. She said, my favorite moments is the fellowship and love. Miss Jermaine is
Yeah,
saying that's her favorite moments. And that's right. In the comments, let us know what has been either your favorite Soars meetup this year or your favorite Monday mentoring moment, because we know Dr. Ivy is always dropping gems and leaving us speechless and so much to chew on. What's your favorite moment this year that you are
exactly.
still
Put it in the comments below because we want to know. I would say just piggybacking off of the birthday weekend, because I like Miss Charlotte is saying, I don't think there's anything that could top that. But I think my favorite part of that was getting that major announcement that Dr. Ivy had the professorship at, yeah,
yes.
was it
It's
UCLA?
so many, like another one. I think another one.
It was
2025.
just amazing,
I know when she does her
mind blowing.
I know she usually does her yearly video where she shows what she's done. It's another one. Like so many surprises this year that she has. Like I know, like I really felt. I think I said this to her here sometime in a moment that I felt like this year for her really when she told us that there was what is the word she used when she said it's not just a season, but it's the oh man, you know what I'm
Inflection
saying?
point.
Yes, I felt like this year was truly a prime example of Miss Ivy's inflection point. Like there's no coming down. So I can only imagine
Absolutely.
what 2026 would be for her, So like I'm just in awe. But I really felt like this year, like it was just like another one, another one, another one. So yeah.
Hi, Camilla, checking in from Brazil. Camilla, we're so happy you joined tonight. We're talking about our favorite moments of 2025. And yes, to your point, Natasha, like every time I hear something that she's done or that she has in store, it's
Mhm,
just like I'm not surprised because I know
mhm,
the caliber of person she is and
mhm.
that she's beyond equipped and beyond deserving. But it's like it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And like Jermaine is saying, Harvard, like, come on now, Ivy League. It's only right. Dr.
Yes.
Ivy, Ivy League.
Yes. We have Miss Donna Harden saying hello from Charlotte. Hello, Miss Donna. Kimberly Porter is in the room.
Yes,
Yes.
and hello, Mom McGregor. Of course, we got to take that special moment for
Yeah.
Mom McGregor. She never misses a Monday mentoring moment. She's the reason why we're here. And we have to give honor to our queen, Mother McGregor. We absolutely love you and happy holidays to you.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. I believe Miss Ivy is ready to come up now.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
we gotta get ready for our leader. Will we have any special music for Miss Ivy?
Yes, we do. Let me make sure. Okay, here we go. Miss
Let's
Ivy's
give her some
intro
theme
music.
music.
Okay. Can you hear it?
I
Okay.
can hear it. I'm vibing. I'm grooving.
Hey, now, come on, little DJ Natasha. We see you.
Listen.
Let me figure out. You got some DJ skills. I see you. It's so good.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how are you all doing?
We are doing good. How are you, Dr. Ivy?
I am doing amazing. I am grateful, as the saints would say, to be in the land of the living, for things to be as well as they are.
Mhm.
I got that influenza a couple of weeks ago.
Mm.
It was
Okay.
horrible. So I'm grateful to be well, and beyond that, God is amazing. We've made it to the end of the year, have our right mind. Things are well. I was talking to my niece and just telling her about a point that we were at where we didn't know what opportunity, what, and to just look and see how God just steps in and does the
Yeah.
unimaginable. I heard you all talking about Harvard and UCLA. I'm still in awe. Like, I am
Mm.
still just so blown away. Yeah, Natasha, I was thinking about just, end of the year wrap up and how
Mm.
amazing God has been. No goodness of my own,
Mm.
nothing that I could do to warrant his favor, his kindness, his mercy, his consistency, but he's been all that. And that might be a t-shirt. He's been all that. Somebody put it in the
Okay.
that
Somebody put it in the
I'm telling
comments.
you, he's been all that.
All that.
In the comments, because he's been, sometimes you can't even say all of the words that he's been, but he's been all that.
Yes.
He's been kind, he's been good, he's been faithful, he's been consistent, he's been forgiving, he's been long, he's been all that. Somebody just
Yes.
type it in the comments if that resonates with your 2025 wrap up. He's been all that. My goodness, we haven't even got started. But listen, tonight is going, yes, Jermaine, he's been all that. He really has. All that, the bag of chips, the strawberry soda, the cookies and ice cream. Yes, Bo, he's been all that. Like, even when you start
Mhm.
one thing, then there's another thing. He's been,
Yes.
sir, he's been the elevator, he's been the favor, he's been the guide, he's been the lead, he's been the help, he's been the support. He's just been all that.
Okay.
He's just been
Mm.
all that. 2025, he's just been all that. And so, if he's been all that, and he has, the if is not a question, it's a point of clarity. Since he has, it gives us then great expectations of what we're walking into with 2026. So listen, tonight we're going to do two things. One, I really want you all to tag, post, and share with everybody. Take a minute to text, take a minute to call, email, do whatever you have to do. But just as you all were talking about the inflection point, and that was such an aha in my life, this that I'm sharing tonight, it's transformative. It's
Mm.
like I've been looking for my whole entire life, just in terms of the simplicity of who I know God to be. And I've got this revelation, and I'm going to share it with you all tonight. And this will be the capstone to our 2025 as we go into 2026. So I need everybody on. It's not about for me, but I'm telling you, they will thank you later. What I have to share tonight, I wish I knew it at
Mm.
16. I wish I knew it at 12, at 25, at 32. I wish I knew it earlier in life. It is the simplicity of God, the simplicity of his love. It just brings all things together. So I'm challenging everybody that's listening, tag everybody you know and tell them to jump on. One, because he's been all that. But two, I'm telling you, it's going to put things in proper perspective of expectation of what we're walking into, how we manifest things. A lot of people deal with I prayed and it's not happening. Why it's not happening,
Mm.
get to glass ceilings, why it seems to be so easy for other people and challenging for me. I'm
Woo!
you get
You just hit something.
Okay.
telling y'all it's gonna be a good one tonight. All right, Lauren and Lauren, things are well with your family and all. Everybody's good.
Yes, everybody is well. Thank you so much for asking. And I just want to tell you, you don't look like what you've been through with that flu. You look amazing tonight.
Okay. She's
Thank you.
glowing.
Listen, that thing jumped on me and I went over to ER. I was like, listen, I don't know what it is, but I got something and y'all got to figure out what it is. And I was so confident that it was strep throat because I've had that before and it feels like glass, like you're swallowing glass.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, I can't swallow. I can't breathe. Oh my goodness. I drove myself to ER and I was just so confident. I'm guiding them. Just do a swab test. I know it's strep throat and I'll be out of here and give me the antibiotics and give me this and I'll be gone. So they did the strep right away and it came back negative. So I was like, oh man, do the COVID test, do all that. And then I was just like, okay, well, it's gonna be strep later. So just give me the medicine for the strep. So the doctor was like, that one, the others take a little bit longer to come, but we'll call you. As soon as I got in the car, the doctor called. He was like, you tested positive for influenza type A. And I was like, what does that mean? He was like, it's very contagious. So I was like, oh man, I got to try to figure out how my mom doesn't get this. And so I had to drive all over Houston. They now have this pill, $184 with insurance for the pill. This health insurance is something. So drive all over Houston. I've got excruciating fever, like felt like my fever was 110. I'm driving all over Houston like, oh Lord, like I'm just not gonna make it. I was feeling that horrible, but I had to find this pill. Finally called my niece. I was like, listen, you got to help me. I'm dead on the vine. And so we got the medicine. 3-4 days later, I was good. He's been all that. He's been healer. He's been restorer. He's been lifter. He's been provider. He's been all that. I see Tia in the comments. I see Monica in the comments. You guys, I'm not sure when you jumped on, but I promise you what I have to share tonight, I wish I knew it as a young girl, as growing up. I wish I knew it. It makes all the sense in the world to me. And so I don't want anybody to miss it. Chrissy, it's so good to see you here. Tag, post, and share with everybody. Natasha, how are you and your family doing?
We are doing good, Dr. Ivy. Thank you for asking.
So
I'm
well.
excited. Yeah.
I am so excited about all that's happening in both of your lives. Listen, I'm going to come back and grab y'all.
Okay.
Hold on to your edges and everything, because I'm telling you tonight is, if I never do another,
You read my mind because I literally was thinking she gonna snatch my edges.
if I never do another mentoring moments, this one right here, Lord Jesus, it's the one. All right, I'm gonna come back and grab y'all. Y'all stay there, stay in the comments, encourage everybody. Natasha, if you'll put the link over in the community, and we are going to rock and roll. One thing that I want to share with you all is tonight, we are also going to, I'm going to share, it is transformative. It's changed me. So I have been blessed by what I am going to share with you tonight. But also we're going to be a blessing to a family in need. There are 4 children that have faced tragedy. And when I tell you tragedy, I haven't heard of this level of tragedy in a long time. So we as a community are going to adopt the 4 children, and we're going to be a blessing to them. Whatever you guys choose to give, all of it will be rounding up and sending directly to that family. So look for that information after we share. I want everybody to get your journals and pens out. Get your journals and pens out. Tonight, we have a session to end 2025 and to position you to go into 2026 with such clarity. I was raised in church, and I wanted to understand the power of prayer. I wanted to understand this relationship with God in a way that I didn't feel like if I didn't do everything right, God was mad and going to strike me down. And then when I felt like I was doing everything right, it still felt like, well, does he hear me, or what else am I supposed to be doing? And so at some points in life before I matured to really understand faith and relationship, there were points of question. And I'm now at a place in life that understand that the things that we go through are for us to then share with someone else. And so this session that we'll talk about tonight, I believe will answer questions that many of you have had, that many of us have had in life, just like wondering why things happen, wondering the weight of things, the WAIT weight and the WEIGHT weight, right? And so I want you to get your pens, papers, tag folks, text them, and tell them that they need to be a part. We know that I think on average we have about 25,000 views that people come back and watch this later, and I'm certain that they will and they'll be blessed. But here it is. Tonight I want to talk about something that I've been studying maybe the past couple of months. It is this: the power of repetition. The power of repetition. The power of repetition. I started thinking about this because I grew up in a little Pentecostal church. And in the church that I grew up in, they would sing something called congregational songs. Anybody know anything about congregational songs, right? But they'd sing, I made a vow to the Lord and I won't take it back. On my knees, I made a vow and I won't take it back. And I won't, and I won't, and I won't take it back. And let me tell you, if you were in a good Pentecostal church, that could go on for hours. Folks would shout, pass out, run on just that stance of I made a vow to the Lord. Repetition, okay? And so tonight, again, our session is on the power of repetition. I want to share with you 4 things I think it's going to change everything. Number 1, repetition is how truth becomes instinct. Write it down. Repetition is how truth becomes instinct. Here it is. Success is not born in moments of inspiration. It is forged in moments of recall. Repetition is the neurological process by which beliefs migrate from the mind to the muscle, from the thought to the instinct. Neuroscience confirms what our elders practiced long before journals existed. What is repeated becomes automatic. The brain does not default to what is true. It defaults to what is familiar. Y'all stay with me. This thing is so good. This is why it's talking about the congregational hymns. This is why congregational hymns that I was raised on mattered. The call and response was not about musical limitation. It was about spiritual installation. The words were few because the goal was not variety. It was imprinting. You will win. You are covered. You are not alone. Just simple stances were not about having a whole bunch of words, but about them being installed into you. All right. So when turbulence comes, we do not rise to the level of our aspirations. We fall to the level of our repetition. So then the application for each of you: choose one truth you want your nervous system to recognize as home. Repeat it daily, out loud, in writing, in prayer, in thought, and let it become instinct before the storm, not theory during it. All right. So, number one on the power of repetition is how truth becomes instinct. Number two, stay with me. Repetition turns discipline into identity. Here it is. What you repeat does not just shape outcomes, it shapes self-concept. Psychology teaches us that identity is not declared, it is reinforced. We do not become confident by saying, I am confident once. We become confident by repeatedly acting in alignment with courage until the brain says, this is who we are. Whew. Repetition is how discipline stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like becoming. At first, repetition feels mechanical, then it feels intentional, and eventually it feels inevitable. This is why success is often mischaracterized as complex. People confuse consistency with difficulty, but repetition is not heavy, it's honest. So then, your application is audit your repetitions. Ask, what am I rehearsing daily? Fear or faith or fact? What excuses am I giving daily? Or what excellence am I giving daily? What survival tactics am I repeating? Or what strategies do I need to implement? All right. So number two on the power of repetitions is repetition turns discipline into identity. I hope this is blessing you half as much as it's blessing me. Number three, repetition is the language you speak under pressure. Repetition is the language you speak under pressure. Crises does not create character, it reveals vocabulary. Crises does not create character, it reveals vocabulary. What have you been saying consistently? So when life compresses us, we speak in whatever language we've practiced most. That is why repetition is not merely motivational, it is protective. It stabilizes the nervous system. It slows the breath. It anchors the mind. Let me pause there. Do you have a friend that you call in crises? I have one or two. And listen, it is not even about what they say as much as their presence comes in this calmness, right? And so this truth has challenged me to even say, I don't have to reach for somebody because of what they bring. I have the ability through the power of repetition to speak. I am joy. I am strength. I am calm. I have everything that I need. And so when crisis comes, as it will in all of our lives, you will literally speak to that what you've been speaking, and that very outcome is what you'll manifest. Listen, so recently I had something happen where a large amount of money was taken out of my account. I mean, there were several zeros behind it. And I think I had a panic attack. I don't know classically what those are, but I had something. And I literally, like my knees buckled. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going into the holidays. What? So I literally buckled. I was sitting, I think I was getting out something to wear, and I happened to look at my account and I was like, what? So I immediately called the bank. And of course it was an error, but it was on like a Friday at like 4:00. And I don't even know what caused me to check my account at that time, but I did. And so it was 4:00. And I think by the time I got through to the right person that I needed to talk to, they looked through and they were like, oh yeah, okay. And this will happen. And let me put this through to make sure that this happens. So I was just grateful that I got somebody on the phone. that they identified that it was indeed an error, a huge, gross error. And I was delighted that the person said, we'll put through this paperwork that it should be in your account, back in your account tomorrow morning. So I was just like, whew, thank God. But I spoke that coming in. Now, if I'm honest, I can look at other points in my life, not that had happened at any other time in my life, but I can look at other intervals of issues that may have arrived, and I can tell you that I whizzed completely out. I'm certain that I failed those tests, right? So I saw growth in me, but the growth wasn't just that I said one thing one time. The growth that was that I had been saying, no matter what comes in my life, I have what it takes. Me and God will get through anything and everything. I'm the righteous of God, so everything always aligns and works out for the righteous, right? So when that situation came, I went into it calm, like there was no other outcome, right? Like this is the only way this can work. Now, Saturday came and the funds weren't back in the account. Monday came, the funds weren't back in the account. Tuesday morning it was, but I'm saying I continued to say what I had always said. And so there was no other outcome. It had to happen, even with delay. It had to happen. So the power of repetition, again, number 3, repetition is the language you speak under pressure, but it's not just the speaking at one time, it's the familiarity with that language that you are speaking consistently. It's like allergies. They say you don't just take Zyrtex when you feel allergies, but you take something every day so that when you are in unique weather conditions and your allergies would normally peak, you've got something in your system. And this is the power of repetition. So then those hymns that I heard as a child become emotional memory muscle. When confusion came, when the body remembered calm, when fear arose, the spirit remembered order. When chaos knocked, language answered. I'm asking you, what have you been saying? What have you been speaking? And I need you to understand, just as this revelation came to me, there is power in repetition. And listen, for the folks that are just thinking of success and purely success, I think we are dual people. So we are faith individuals with aspirations. And so for the person that is looking for the 1, 2, 3 to success, you can interview any successful person, from Bill Gates to Oprah Winfrey to Warren Buffett, and they'll tell you it wasn't just a one-shot wonder. They kept doing the same thing, whatever it was. Oprah kept interviewing, right? They kept doing the same thing. And so many times people get discouraged when it doesn't happen one time, when it doesn't happen 2 times, when it doesn't happen 3 times. Listen, you have to keep doing the same thing, right? This is the power of repetition. So then, this is emotional intelligence at its highest level, preparing the inner dialogue before the outer disruption. So then create a repetition script as we are transitioning into 2026. And I'm challenging you, what will I say when plans are delayed, right? So I talked to the bank. The bank was like, oh, gross error. We'll have this back in your account 24 hours. 48 passed. It still wasn't there. By the 72, it was, but I didn't whiz out because I had been self-talking repetitions of things always working out. Things are always working out in my favor. They can only work out in my favor. That's the only option here. So I rested with that, even when that wasn't the tangible thing that I saw. So as we transition into 2026, what will you say when plans are delayed? What will you repeat when uncertainty appears? What language will you default to when the unexpected arrives? I hope this is blessing you as much as this has been blessing me for the past couple of weeks. So again, the power of repetition. Point number one, repetition is how truth becomes instinct. Number two, repetition turns discipline into identity. And number three, repetition is the language you speak under pressure, not just one time, but the pressure pulls out what you've been speaking over time. Number four, here it is. Repetition is the architect of the future. I'll say it again. Repetition is the architect of the future. Here it is. Vision without repetition is simply imagination. I'll say it again. Vision without repetition is imagination. Repetition with vision then is construction. And so I lean in. How many of you are constructing, building something? And if you're building something, again, vision without repetition is imagination. Repetition with vision is construction. So then, great strategies are not executed once. They are revisited, refined, and reaffirmed. The highest performers in every discipline are not doing radically different things. They are doing the right things repeatedly with intention and review. Now that right there is a whole truth. Listen, I'm being bitterly honest tonight. I have went to sleep at night not knowing how things were going to be, what God was going to construct, what he was building, how he was doing it. But there are nights with tears in my eye that I went to sleep, even with huge question marks of what God was doing, right? But I went to sleep not because I did the right thing once, but because I made a choice, I made a vow to the Lord that I was going to do the right things repeatedly. Didn't mean that choosing to do the right things repeatedly does not mean perfection. Let me say that. It means I've made a choice. So it means when I fall on my choice, I have conviction and I repent and I turn from, and I'm saying this for somebody because many people feel like God, the system, somebody, everything is somebody else. They did, they wouldn't, they did. And it's become your song and mantra, right? Without really saying, how committed have I become to doing the right thing repeatedly, even when they've done wrong, even when they've done you wrong, even when, here's for the mature folks, when you were wrong, but you make a choice and say, from this point forward, I am going to do the right thing repeatedly. That is when you see radical transformation. That is when you see things change and transform. But the truth of the matter is some of us are running right on top of our wrong. Some people are running right on top of, I want vindication. Listen, I heard a mentor say, when you lose all desire to wanting to get them back, to get somebody back, you open up the door for God to come in. So then, let me get at it again. Repetition is the architect of the future. Vision without repetition is imagination, but repetition with vision is construction. Great strategies are not executed once. They are revisited, refined, and reaffirmed. The highest performers in every discipline are not doing radically different things. They are doing the right things repeatedly with intention and review. Repetition is how gratitude deepens, not dulls. It is how excellence compounds, not exhausts. It is how momentum is sustained long after motivation fades. And so as we close out 2025, repetition becomes a sacred act. repeating gratitude for what worked, repeating lessons from what didn't, repeating commitment to what must come next. And so as we step into 2026, repetition becomes strategy. Same focus, higher standard, same faith, sharper execution, same vision, deeper discipline. And so the application as we're entering 2026 is this: set fewer goals, but repeat them more often. Set fewer affirmations, but live them daily. Set fewer strategies, but revisit them weekly. Because elevation does not require reinvention, it requires, say it with me, repetition with refinement. Whew. This thing is blessing me. So as we close this piece out, and I'm going to bring Natasha and Lauren back on, and then we'll talk for a few moments. Listen, everybody, write this down as I say it, because I want this to become your mantra. What I repeat, I become. So if you continue to repeat excuses, your life becomes an excuse. If you continue to repeat victim, you become the victim. Okay? So what I repeat, I become. Say it with me. What I repeat, I become. What I rehearse, I remember. And so if you continue to rehearse what they did, you become that. The thing that you despise and couldn't stand and was so mad about, you become that, right? So what I rehearse, I remember. I want to rehearse the good things. Not that the terrible things didn't hurt, but I want to rehearse that God has been all that, right? So what I rehearse, I remember. Say this with me. What I practice, I trust. Say it with me. And what I trust, I follow. Woo, this thing has been so good to me. Let me run through it real quickly with you. What I repeat, I become. What I rehearse, I remember. What I practice, I trust. And what I trust, I follow. And so we want to end 2025 grounded. We want to enter 2026 settled. We want to move forward with language, with calmness, with strategy, only to win, only to rise, only to be better. And so again, let me give you these 4 really, really quickly on the power of repetition, why mastery is simple and not complicated, right? So here it is, the power of repetition. Number 1, repetition is how truth becomes instinct. Number 2, repetition turns discipline into identity. Number 3, repetition is the language you speak under pressure, not just one time. And number 4, repetition is the architect of the future. And we are going into 2026, setting fewer goals, but repeating them more often, setting fewer affirmations, but living them daily, setting fewer strategies, but revisiting them weekly, and going in with this understanding: what I repeat, I become. What I rehearse, I remember. What I practice, I trust. And what I trust, I follow. The power of repetition. I see my little brother, Kalante Gavin, in there. Hey, sir, I love you. This thing, I'm telling y'all, I think my book is going to be something around this, the power of repetition, because people have asked, and I've looked over my own life, and it makes no sense. The incredible favor that God has given this little life of mine, it makes no sense. But I can tell you, many of the things that have manifest, I've spoke them into existence. But not only did I speak it, I continued to do the right thing repeatedly. And there's something in the power of repetition and the power of choosing right. Lauren and Natasha, let me do it one-on-one. Let me talk to Natasha first. Natasha, you'll jump on, and then you'll switch off, and we'll bring Lauren on. Talk to me. Tell me what resonated with you tonight. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Listen, Dr. Ivy, you just summed up, oh my gosh, and you just summed up my 2025,
Wow.
where I was very intentional about making habits, and I'm still working,
Yeah.
and to keep going into 2026, um doing the same thing that you just everything that you just said. But I will have to pick number 2. Repetition turns discipline into identity. Like you were talking about, it's one thing for us to declare it, but the declaration moves us into enforcement. So we can affirm all day, have affirmations all day, but it's not until we are enforcing it, acting it out, until we become that identity, is when it really matters. And then number 3, repetition is the language we speak under pressure. So when you were talking about how, the thing happened with the bank, and you kept speaking over yourself that it was going to work out, it was going to change, repetition becomes the when repetition becomes the language under pressure. For me, I have been out of work this year for 5.5 months, but I had to hold on to my faith and keep speaking positive. I had put in over 50 applications day in and day out. And it wasn't until 2 days until before Thanksgiving, before my birthday, that God answered me. And not only did He answer, but He answered with abundance. I'm making the most money I've made in the 6 years I've been in Texas. On my first day of work, the boss pulled me into the office. He said, "What are you doing the 18th through the 20th of December?" I said, "I'm coming to work." He said, "Well, you're flying out with the team, all expensive paid." I just got back from San Antonio, Texas, all expensive paid work trip, ended in a Christmas party with a per diem stipend. Amazing. But it was the number 3. Repetition is the language we speak under pressure. Bills was high. Thank you for blessing me during these times. And just everything you said today is gives me more encouragement and more excitement to keep putting into practice, to put all of this in place even in 2026. So I'm excited, and thank you for
Oh,
this
yeah.
word.
Thank you. So good. Let's bring Lauren up. You can switch places with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Man, Lauren Spearman.
Edges have been snatched. let's put out an APB on the edges. Somebody find them. Tonight was incredible. You were in your bag and your everything. First of all, let's talk about what have you been speaking? Because you were checking me without knowing you were checking me. I have literally been repeating that language of I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've literally been repeating that language of I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
Broke, busted, disgusted. And it's like I am putting that negativity right back into the atmosphere. So when you talked about what language are you speaking and how you declared and you spoke that it was going to happen, it wasn't a matter of if, but a matter of when. You definitely you hit me, because I was like, okay, I got it. I have to start speaking and declaring that positivity and manifesting the goodness instead of harping on what is not. So that you got me there. And then when you were talking about consistency of repeating the same thing over and over and over, that got to me too, because I realized that overnight successes rarely happen overnight. It looks like they got famous overnight or they were successful overnight, but it was years in the making of them repeating the same thing and being consistent over and over and over until that one good time something happened where they were positioned in the right place or seen by the right person or opportunity. So overnight successes, that really hit me, because I was like, okay, it's about being repetitive and repeating the same motion. And I have gotten to a point where sometimes I'll get in a groove and then I'll pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. So I'm like, okay, I got to be consistent and set fewer goals, but repeat them more often. I like that too, because sometimes when you're all over the place trying to do 50 million things, it's like you got to pick a lane and work that lane and stay in that lane. So it was all good. I mean, tomorrow's notes, it's going to be hard for me to not give it all away in the notes, because I know we want people to watch the broadcast, but you were on fire, and thank you.
I'm so grateful. Listen, this I have been working on it for a minute, and things that kind of sit with you, they sit with you for a reason. Either there's great revelation that God wants to give you, um, or sometimes it's so good He wants you to share it with somebody else. And I knew that this was to be revelatory for my life as I'm ending 2025, walking into 2026, but also so good that it needed to be something that I shared with all of you. And so I hope that this demystifies things, right? Because sometimes we can look, and it's like I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, why has faith become this complex computation, right? Um, why has it become something other than just simple? Now it's a context of all of these things, and it's like, Lord, I don't think this was the goal, right? And so sometimes through simplicity, um, we hear God clearly. Like, I hear people saying, God talked to me and He said all these things. Hey, that's your testimony, that's your relationship. He doesn't sit and have hour long, but I'll hear Him in a still small voice, right? I'll hear Him in such a small revelation of things. And so this was that for me. I think about the inflection point that Natasha talked about earlier. Clearly a revelation. There have been those moments, and this is one of those for me. It is simple. Keep doing it. And you think about some of the advice that some of our seniors would give you, and it seems like simple. And I'd be like, well, can you give me a little bit more, something else? And they go, keep going, baby. I'm thinking, I'm tired, I'm worn out, seem like some help or something but the saints of old would say, just keep going, baby.
Yeah.
Because they understood the keeping is the power of the repetition, right? The strength is going to come in doing. Direction is going to come in walking, right? And so what they knew, and they may not have had language for it, but in the continuum, in the repetition is where the heavens open. And so I hope that this has helped everybody that's been listening. It's certainly been revelation for me. And so I hope that you'll do two things. One, we post everything else. People post food, they post babies, they post walking down the street, they post getting out their car, they post at the store, they post at the grocery store, they post in the dressing room. It's just, we've just become infatuated with how much we can post. It's wild. So if you're part of that era that just, I got the can't help it, I got to post, would you include a post of the revelation that you received tonight, right? Would you post something that just might help somebody else who's ending the year with this conundrum of, my stuff didn't work, but their stuff seems to always work? Or why is mine always delayed? Or why do I not seem to have the right this or that? Sometimes it's just in the power of keep going, baby, of keep doing it. So I'm grateful to have this community. I'm grateful for each of you for rocking with us. Next year is going to be amazing. We'll be talking about some of the things that will be available to you next year. But I encourage you to stay plugged in. Great things are coming. Great things are coming. But I want to pivot in the interest of time. I shared with you all that we are going to be a blessing to a family. And I'm going to make a call really quick to someone and see if I can get them on. Lauren, Natasha, you guys can talk it up here in a minute. Natasha, you'll jump on with Lauren.
Yeah, so I definitely was impacted tonight, Natasha. Like, this was one of those messages where it was like, I know for a fact that God has me connected to Dr. Ivy for a reason, and it's not just a season. Like, this is because she always is in the vein of what I need to hear precisely when I need to hear it. And she makes it digestible and she drops those gems. I mean, I'm still in awe. What about you? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Sorry. It's these mentoring moments that
Yeah.
keep me going, and they're because they're always so powerful and profound. When I'm in the thick of things, I'm my what do we talk about? My brain remembers the message. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she was saying earlier, what we feed our minds is what is going to be familiar. I'm paraphrasing, but y'all know, y'all just heard it. But it's like, so what we keep feeding ourselves in the times of chaos and the times of stress, we're going to remember, you know what I mean, and to fall back on it. So I'm always grateful for these times, to sit under Dr. Ivy and listen, because I need it, we need it, and I know all of us keep coming back because it's these times, these moments that carry us, from month to month, from day to day. So definitely grateful. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we build up that muscle memory, like you said. So at
Mhm.
precisely the right moment, it comes back total recall of the nuggets that we need that she has spoken.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm going to come back and grab you in 2 seconds. I'm going to call somebody on the phone. So if you'll put me up on screen, Natasha, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right. So, SOAR community, it is Christmas. We're just 2 days away from Christmas. And one, I want to thank you all. We posted in the community a couple of days ago to pray for Delana. And one thing I love about this community, you all will jump in and pray. Fair to say, one of our largest responses. And so Delana actually, we talked about we're adopting 4 incredible young children for this Christmas that we're going to be a blessing to. And Delana is actually connected to them. She couldn't be on screen, but she's on phone tonight. Delana, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Say hello to the community.
Hi, SOAR community. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so thankful and appreciative for all the prayers. I did see the post, and it's so peaceful and heartwarming to know that I have people all over the world praying for me and my family.
Very good. So, Delana, I shared with you over the weekend that we are adopting 4 incredible young children that are connected to you. You want to tell us their ages?
Yeah, so the 4 young children are my 3 nieces and my nephew. My oldest niece, her name is Kai. She just had a birthday. She turned 9 years old on Saturday. And then Caden, he's 7 years old. Cameron is 5 years old, and Carter, she's 1 years old.
And when I tell you all, they are the most beautiful children ever. But we are going to be a blessing to these amazing and wonderful children. And we're going to send you every penny that is connected, that is received tonight. I'm going to start with $500, and whatever else everybody else gives will be on top of the $500 that I'm sending to you. I love you, Delana, and I know for certain that there are some people that are connected to my life for life, and you are one of them. And I appreciate the strength that you walk in, right? I appreciate the wisdom that you walk in. I appreciate that um, you utilize the resources. And that you text me 4 o'clock, whatever time it was, you knew that Ivy McGregor is somebody that you can call, that will pray, and whatever else I can do. And so I want to reinforce, just as I have been telling you, we are standing with you. We love you, and we got you. And we're going to start in this give tonight. But whatever else that I can do, I stand with you, and we love you dearly.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your heart. And just like I said when we spoke on the phone the other day, the fact that you were up and available and that you responded at the time that I did reach out, to me just was more than enough. What I'm experiencing currently, or what my family is experiencing currently, is something that's unimaginable, and none of us really know how to process it. And me being the one in the family who just kind of holds everything together and shows up for everybody, it's a very challenging space for me, because I do feel very helpless in this moment. But I am grateful to know that I have a village and a community of people outside of my family who are praying for us, and that I know 100% I can trust to keep me uplifted so that I can be the best version of myself for them.
Very good. Well, we love you, and kisses to these four beautiful children. And tonight I'll be sending you everything, every penny that's connected, that's collected. And just know that even beyond the money, whatever we can do to support you, we stand with you.
I will let you know. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We love you. We'll talk soon.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Sharita. I just am seeing texts that are coming in. On screen, you'll see Delana and the beautiful four, her three nieces and nephew that we get the honor to love on this holiday season. Thank you, Charlotte, for sending to Delana. Thank you, Sharita, and whoever else. And whatever, I know it's the holidays and many people are like, I barely got something for myself. That's fine. I am going to send, as I said, $500. And whatever you all choose to send on top of that, we will send directly to Delana. So right now, we are at $650 to send to Delana. So again, we realize that people come back and watch this and listen, and not at liberty to go into detail. But when I tell you, I've heard a lot in my life. Thank you, Mom McGregor. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, LaDarsha. I've heard a lot in my life. Yep. But this one got me. This one got me. So, yeah. We are going to be the hands and feet of Christ. Lauren, y'all can jump back on. Natasha, Lauren, y'all can jump back on. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, this one, thank you all. We are up to $800. Again, every single thing that you guys send, 100% will go to help these serve this family. Listen, y'all. Yeah, I have heard a lot, and somebody's asking for the Cash App. It's on screen. I think Mary Harris is asking for the Cash App. It's on screen. Thank you, Yolanda Carroll. You guys are just an incredible community. I love y'all. I love y'all. We're now up to $873. Thank you, Dr. Henderson. Thank you all. I've heard a lot in my life. I've seen a lot. But this one, yeah. Lauren, Natasha, y'all want to close it out? You're on mute, Lauren.
I just want to reiterate, Delana, we love you so much. And
As I've expressed to you, my phone is on 24/7 to you as well. Whatever you may need, I got you.
Very good. Natasha?
Same here, Delana. We love you. We're praying for you and your family. Please don't hesitate to call. I know you have my number as well. Here, open to pray with you. Whatever you need, if you just need someone to sit and breathe with you, we are here for you. Here to support you and your family.
Very good. All right, y'all. Listen. Thank you, Mary White. Let's see what we are at. We are now at $913. You guys are amazing. Wow. Simply amazing. Keep the giving going. Keep the giving going. Whatever you can do will be amazing. Yeah, so many people. Don't we just all love Delana? She's just somebody said strong, Matt, vet, strong, 100 coming. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we just love this young lady. Again, there are some people that I know, their pathway was a through. They were supposed to come through this community, and you still give them what they're supposed to get as they journey through. And then there are some people that are just connected to you, as both of you are. And Delana is absolutely one of those. Wherever I go in life, whatever I do, there will always be a Delana Stark somewhere, because she is just one of those people I feel assigned to my life, and certainly she has just been amazing. So she's like family. So it is with honor and great joy. The holidays have become so commercial, right? You sitting up buying gifts for people who don't like you, you don't like, wasting money, going broke. I'm not doing it. I am going to do and give and sow and serve where I'm led and called, and I'm certainly, without doubt, we are now at $1,013. Wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Let the giving continue. Let the giving. Listen, you never know when it will be you. You never know when it will be you. And so you just want to, wow, we're now at 12. Thank you, Tia. Man, you are Tia is just next, something special. We're now at 1,200. You guys are just amazing. I love this community so much. Every penny, red cent, we don't have overhead. This isn't for me. This is my give back to God to help see all of you soar. So I love y'all. Remember the power of repetition, the power of repetition. And it even happens in these moments where we're here to help and serve. And we keep saying that. We keep saying that. That's who we are. That's what we will do. And God will continue to give us, because that's what we are speaking into the atmosphere. So I love you guys so much. We will be back in January on our regular monthly rhythm of Monday Mentoring Moments. Bigger, better, greater. Great things in store. Some incredible partnerships that Lauren and Tasha will be sharing that will be accessible to all of you. As you all know, which is public knowledge, I'll be working with UCLA. We'll actually be teaching a class in UCLA. So excited about that. So you'll be hearing more about the professorship that's coming, and just the incredible things that God is allowing me to touch my hands to be a part of. I'm grateful. I'm honored. He's just been all that. He's just been all that. So hashtag he's just been all that. Hashtag the power of repetitions. Tag me, post, share. Let's get some good news out there. There's Delana. There's baby girl right there. Let me post what she says. Delana says, thank you all so much for the prayers and support. When I find the language, I will be sure to be on screen to see and to speak to you all. I'm telling you, I want you all to lift this young lady, and not just in your passerby prayers. I want you all to lift her with intention. All right. You just never know when it could be you. All right. I love y'all. This was amazing tonight. I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas. I hope that you are spending time with people that you love and people that love you. I hope that you're remembering, as we are, young children. And so thank you for your hearts without even knowing details. Thank you for being the community that loves, because that's what you all do. Thank you. And then let's remember our seniors as well. Very important. We get busy in life, ripping and running, but the people who made it possible for us to be here, let's be mindful to remember them. Okay, so make sure you check on them, see if they need you to pick up a pie or whatever it is. Older people, they don't want much. They just want time and somebody to talk to, right? So let's remember the young people, and let's remember our seniors. I love y'all. Be safe this holiday. Be safe in what you eat. Be safe in, like I said, this flu is going around. Okay. So be careful. If you got a cough or a sneeze or a post nasal drip, don't just assume it's not anything, because you could be carrying something. And then, or if you're around children, I heard I think one of our SOARers said that their daughter is in cheer. She had a little something. The whole cheer team ended up with the flu, right? So we know it's flu season. So be careful. Protect yourselves if you're traveling, if you're flying. Put on a mask. There are so many germs on those planes, and it's just recirculating germs. So if you're traveling, put on a mask. If you're going to be around some kids, put on a mask. If you're going to be around some seniors, put on a mask, because it's just so much that's happening. And this strand is very contagious, very, very, very contagious. So I love y'all. Be safe, be careful. Delana, we love you. We're lifting you. Thank you, SOARers. We're now, we're $1,200, almost $1,300. You guys are amazing. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Don't forget the power of repetition. Post everywhere. Tag me in it. I'll repost it, because I believe there's something for all of us in the power of repetition. I love y'all. Listen at that. I love y'all so much. I'll talk to you real soon. God bless. Bye-bye.